Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had an amazing start to your week. Today, guys, we're going to be jumping into Vechain. This is going to be a short and sweet update. I told you guys I would update you more frequently on Vechain, so here you go. And what I want to do in this video, guys, is very quickly I want to recap on where we left off in our last video. I want to take a look at Vechain today and where we're going, because I am exceptionally bullish on not just Vechain but the crypto space as a whole, and I think Vechain is going to perform very, very well within the space that we find ourselves in. And there has never been, certainly in my lifetime, a better time to be an investor in a technology, an investor in a space. This is one of the golden opportunities that come around once in a century, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very happy to be on this journey with each and every one of you. So, without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into this video. And let's start with recapping on our previous Vechain video. Here, guys, so I am pretty confident that we are in an uptrend for Vechain. We did talk about the possibility of more downside. Certainly, you guys know where essentially I think we are on these waves. We're in the fifth and final wave, but within your waves, you're essentially just here. You've made this first move. Vechain doesn't tend to go back to its all-time highs until later. We've looked at other cryptos and compared them to Vechain to show you that Vechain is really just a laggard. But what you have done, guys, we'll focus on the first wave for now. Can you see this? You come up, you go sideways before bouncing off your EMA. Can you see this? You bounce off your EMA, and then you do that the whole way along the trend. And that's essentially what you've done today, guys. Can you see this? Let's take this off log. In fact, let's not take this off log on this time frame. You come up, you get overextended, you bounce before continuation, and that's essentially what, and you can see how your EMA will hold you as support, much the same as in a downtrend, it holds you as resistance. And you see that bounce? Absolutely beautiful. And you could be in for some more continuation, ladies and gentlemen. Vechain is going to get back to its all-time highs and beyond. We have a price prediction set for Vechain of around about, I mean, that's still... We'll leave it there, guys, but what I'm really trying to show you, and I hope that I've highlighted in that little recap, is this is what Vechain does, and it's playing out to its kind of structural blueprint to a T, and this is why we're expecting more continuation. You guys know we've got an overall price prediction of around about $1 to $1.50 for Vechain, potentially by the end of the year or certainly early next year, and we believe you're going to get there and haven't come across any information to suggest otherwise to date. And this is exactly what you're doing. Now, if you're looking for entry points, guys, you know, you had this bullish cross here, guys, on your daily time frame, and this is typically what you get. Can you see at the start here? You get this bullish cross, and then you just come up and you bounce along it the whole way up, and these really serve as some pretty good entry points, kind of at the forefront, at the cutting edge. See this bullish cross here? And then you come up, you bounce, and every time you get one of these bounces, guys, it really serves as a good entry point, certainly in an uptrending wave. And that's essentially where we are today, guys. You know, you are about to have one of these, which would suggest there's more upside to come. So I'm exceptionally bullish on Vechain. I'm bullish on Vechain for a number of reasons. One of the main reasons that I'm so bullish on Vechain is just because in terms of a project, in terms of an actual cryptocurrency, and if you look at its fundamentals and its partners, there really isn't many other current cryptocurrencies to compare with Vechain. These guys get partnerships every single day. They are essentially revolutionizing the entire supply chain industry. You know, they have the market cornered in China. We know they've become China's kind of golden child, an accepted blockchain by China, which is very, very hard for a blockchain to get accepted by China. And these guys have got, you know, this is PwC's AirTrace, a blockchain-based digital service platform, was recently covered by Chinese state-owned media. This is huge, and the Chinese state-owned media wouldn't be covering something like this unless they were on board with adopting it. It's literally every single day that Vechain get new partnerships. I mean, these are just some guys. You know, these are just some use cases, and one area that Vechain is really going to shine is in the renewable energy market, in the kind of eco-friendly and kind of carbon emissions market. And this is why I'm so bullish on this project. I think they're going to do exceptionally well over the coming months and into the future. Vechain is a project that's here to stay. We like Sunny Liu, the CEO. He used to be the CTO, Chief Technical Officer at Louis Vuitton, and has some real credibility behind him before he came to Vechain, came to kind of develop Vechain. And in regards to the overall market, guys, Lots of people are still worried that we're going sideways. People don't like sideways action because we all have a little bit of PTSD from the sort of May sell-off that we went through. But this is a schematic that I took from over here, guys, to kind of show you that sideways action is actually absolutely healthy and doesn't always sell off to the downside. This is literally matched up perfectly, and this is price movement that Bitcoin's already done. We know Bitcoin, of course, the entire market still follows Bitcoin. This is something that we're going to see decouple as time goes on and this cryptocurrency market matures. But this is essentially where you're at today, guys, and we think there is a lot more upside to come for the crypto space, and a altcoin like Vechain is going to perform and certainly outperform Vechain and certainly outperform Bitcoin, sorry, and some of the major altcoins with a lot more of a larger market cap. So that's really the bulk of all I have for you today, guys. I just thought we'd take a little look. Remember, it's crazy to me, and we've been saying to you for a while on this channel now, you could have got Vechain at sub 5 cents, so you could have 3 extra money in a very, very short period of time. In fact, let's show you just how short of a period of time that was. You know, within just a month and a half, you could have 3 extra money. Like I say, there has never been a better time to be an investor in the crypto space or in any markets, full stop. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and those of you brave enough to take it will reap the rewards. Now, that's financial advice. Remember, guys, this is all just my own opinion. But what I'm looking at, you know, I've spent 4 years in these markets. I've spent 4 years studying these markets and looking at the kind of ebb and flow within them. Vechain to me seems like a very strong project. It's been very easy to map out our Elliott wave theory in regards to where potentially we could be going. We know that our fifth wave is typically an Elliott wave theory bigger than your first wave. So that was what your first wave gave you, 1,650%. Let's just as a thought experiment add that from the bottom here to show you where that gets you guys. At a pessimistic case, that gets you to round about nearly $1, so 98 cents if we mimicked the first wave. Now, we know in Elliott wave theory, your fifth wave is somewhere between your first and your third wave. Your third wave is typically your biggest. Let's take the third wave, for example, just to see where that would get us. That's around about 3,600 and 3,600%. So just as a thought experiment, guys, I'm not saying it's going to get here. Let's just quickly show you where that gets us. Around about $2. So I think we're going to fall somewhere in between those two. And like I say, $1 to $1.50 price prediction looks very good to me. And given the fact that Vechain is essentially at 15 cents right now, I mean, that's a 10x on your money. Where else are you going to get that? And the thing is with Vechain, it's already an established cryptocurrency. It has established partnerships, has an established team. It's a lot less risky than going for some of these sort of moonshoot altcoins that may actually outperform Vechain. But the thing that you have with Vechain is security in the knowledge that it is a already used, already accepted cryptocurrency in the top. I think it's just outside of the top 20 at the moment. So it's 23. I think Vechain is going to perform exceptionally well. And if it was to 10x, that would give you nearly $100 billion market cap, which actually adds up to where I think the crypto space as a whole is going. I think crypto potentially is going to well over $10 trillion within a very, very short period of time. I think once the flood of money is opened, once we have a bit more regulatory clarity, there's going to be a lot of money flowing into this space in a very short amount of time. And you guys, like I keep reiterating to you on this channel, are a part of that. You guys get to be the early investors. The retail, unlike traditionally how it's always been the big sort of institutions that have got in first, get to be the first adopters of this space. That's why they've tried so hard and we see manipulation in these markets, because they've really tried to shake you out so that they can be the beneficiaries and you know, as little as possible, retail guys actually benefit from this. So you guys that are visionaries and understand what you're investing in are going to reap the rewards, guys. So very, very happy to be on this journey with you. It's undeniable that Vechain is really just following the, and remember guys, we were making videos before we even broke out of this falling wedge, telling you that it's coming. We've been right today, guys, and I believe we're going to be right into the future. And on that note, if information came to light that was to suggest otherwise and it had real merit, you guys would be the first people that I would notify. And right now, we're still sticking to the plan. We are on our way to $1 to $1.50 in my opinion. So just enjoy the ride, guys. You're going to have ups and downs in this. Whenever the price goes down, people always ask me, why is the price going down? It's kind of like asking why a diesel car uses combustion, why a diesel engine uses combustion. That's just how the engine works. This is how markets work. They go up and down. We are going to make a video explaining exactly how markets work and order books work, so people have a bit more of a grasp on exactly why prices do go up and down, and why price in actual fact is a very poor representation of true value, because price is essentially determined by a very small amount of the overall supply being traded on exchanges, and this moves the price. So Vechain, for example, as a quick example, sold off at one point by 85%. 85% of the supply wasn't sold. 85% of the liquid supply that was traded was sold. So there was 85% sell pressure to the downside. So it's quite a that might have been maybe 10% of the overall supply that was actually sold, which caused it to sell off by that magnitude. So it's not a very accurate representation of the overall price. Just a little side note for you guys, something to bear in mind, that fundamentals are something to focus on. Invest in a technology that's going to change the world. You have that with many of these cryptocurrencies. That's all I have for you in this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. I hope you've all had a fantastic Monday. I look forward to seeing you in the next YouTube video. If you enjoyed the content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gentlemen.